Tova. We're about to get started. Feel free to spread out and make yourself at home. There's water in the back if you're thirsty. There's bottled water where that black bucket is. And we're getting started.
So Shana Tova, everybody. I'm so glad we are able to be here together. Amazing. We are calling this our Ohel Moed, our tent of meeting. Meaning comes right from the Torah, that term, and we have a tent, and we are here. And it's a new year, started last night, and we continue the celebration onto today. So how about taking a look around? We can't go up and see everybody, because we want to make sure we keep each other safe, but we can certainly see each other with our eyes. Take a look around. There's some people who you see all the time, but there's some people you may have never met before, and some people you haven't seen for a long time. And so I want to make sure we look at each other, we recognize each other, we give each other greetings and blessings, and let's sing shalom to each other in a special rockin' and rollin' way. You guys ready? It goes like this. Which means spirit, and koach, which means strength. That oh baby part, that's really what makes the prayer, right? Really what kicks it in. Oh baby. That's better. Have to sing. It's kind of like a new law. Whenever we're outside, which we are today, we're not always outside for Rosh Hashanah services, but we felt it was the best way to have services this year. Whenever we're outside, there's a song I like to sing all about being in the out of doors. So if you know it, sing along, you'll catch on. The first part of it's a little bit of a repeat after me song. So as I said, the first part is a bit of a repeat after me song.
A repeat after me song.
So I'll sing some stuff.
With
Rabbi Daniel, Karen, and Alan. And then you'll repeat them after us.
And then repeat them after us.
It goes like this.
It goes like this.
Rabbi Daniel.
I have never played basketball before, but this is harder than I thought it was going to be.
I mean, right? You think the ball, the basketball. Yeah.
What are we gonna do? We have our first game in just. What are we gonna do? We have our first game in just a few minutes.
We have a game?
Oh, man, we have a game.
Wait. That was close. I have an idea. There's a special Jewish holiday today.
I love holidays.
Oh, you're right, kids. Anyone know what holiday today is?
Oh,
Louder!
Louder!
It Passover? Thanksgiving?
Shavuot. What is
Thanksgiving?
Let's all try to say it together. 1, 2, 3.
Rosh Hashanah!
Yes, you're right. It is Rosh Hashanah. So whenever there's a holiday, there's all kinds of things that go along with it. Things we say, and things we do, and things we learn. Maybe there's something from Rosh Hashanah that can help us get a little bit better at basketball in time for our big game.
That is a great idea. I think we should start by learning a little bit about Rosh Hashanah.
Rabbi Daniel.
So today is the birthday of the world. Who got older this year? Who had a birthday this year? I had 2 birthdays, maybe 3 this year. I can't remember. But I get a year older every birthday. Do you get a year older every birthday? So the world gets a year older every year on Rosh Hashanah. This is the day that we celebrate a birthday for the whole world. So today is the first day of the month of Tishrei. It's the special month that we celebrate the birthday of the world. Summer's starting to end. Does it feel like summer's starting to end? Who's gone back to school? How's school? Is it fun? Yeah? Is it good to be in school? School's starting. The leaves are starting to change colors just a little bit. If you look over there, you can see, actually, if you look back there, you can see our apple trees, and all the apples are gone all of a sudden. That's how we can tell. The leaves are going to turn from green to orange to red. They're going to fall off. And so we're supposed to be like leaves. Who's like a leaf here? Are you like a leaf? We're supposed to be like leaves because we're supposed to change. That this is a time of the year when we can think about all the ways that we want to change and all the things we want to do better this year. You're a leaf? You're an apple leaf. You do have an apple on. That's awesome. That's awesome. So one of the things that we do to change, we've got a special recipe. Judaism has a recipe about the ways that we can change and the ways that we can be better. So the first thing that we do is tefillah. Can everyone say tefillah?
Tefillah.
Tefillah is when we open up our hearts, when we pray and when we try to be better people. And then there's tshuva. Try saying tshuva.
Tshuva.
Bless you. Tshuva means to turn, to make a change, to think about all the ways that maybe we weren't the best kid this year, the best student, the things that we can do better, the ways that we can be a better version of ourselves. Who here has ever maybe been a little bit mean to a sibling, a brother or a sister or a friend? Has anyone?
No, you guys have.
I know my children never have, right? Yeah.
You have.
So when we celebrate Rosh Hashanah, we think about all the ways that we can be better siblings, that we can be better friends, that we can be better people to everyone we meet. And finally, we have tzedakah. Can you say tzedakah?
Tzedakah.
And tzedakah means that when we have more than enough, we give it to other people who need something. We give it to help those who don't have enough right now. So those are our 3 things. That's our secret recipe. So let's try it again. Tefillah,
Tefillah.
tzedakah,
Tzedakah.
and tshuva.
Tshuva.
Gesundheit.
This is really great and all, and I'm really excited for Rosh Hashanah now. But I haven't heard anything that's going to help us win the game.
Have some faith. Have some faith. There's more to come.
Definitely, like the Shema is to come. The Shema reminds us that even though some people might be taller, who's here is really tall? I have a friend over here who's really tall. that even though some people are a little taller, and even though some people might be a little shorter, or some people can jump higher, we're all actually equal. Each of us is a Tselem Elohim. Each of us is an image of God. Each of us is so, so important and so, so sacred, no matter how good we are at basketball or jumping.
You know what Rabbi Daniel's saying is so important. And there's a secret right there in the Shema that reminds us how we're all equal and all connected to each other, no matter who we are or what we're good at, because we're all good at something or lots of things. So the secret is that the last word of the Shema, we know the first word means listen. That's an important word. But the last word is actually a word for a number. Does anybody know, maybe by holding up the finger, the amount of fingers that equal that number?
I know.
Yes, Maura Maxine. What number?
Well, I want to see if anyone else knows.
Show us with your hands what the last word of the Shema, what number that is with your fingers. I see a couple guesses. Good guesses. All right, that's a good guess. You guys are good. I feel like all of a sudden this has turned into a silent auction. What happened?
That's my fault.
Well, Maura Maxine, what do you think?
I think it's one. Echad means one.
That's right. Now let's all put up one finger, right? Because no matter how different we are, no matter you're good at one thing, I'm good at another thing, we are all one. When somebody is sad, we're sad with them. When somebody is happy, we rejoice with them. So it doesn't matter if we're all good at basketball. What's important is that we remember that we're all connected. So we have to be kind and welcoming to all people. And I want you guys to know, I'm looking at you. I love you guys so much. We love you so much. It's so good to be together. Feels like we're one when we're all together. Even when we couldn't be, I felt we were connected, but now even more so. So that's really filling my heart up with gladness and joy to see us all here like the Shema as one.
So can we all say the Shema together? Can we say it as one big voice, all of us together? So Rabbi Susan reminded us this morning that when we say the Shema, what?
Zelda singing.
Oh, that when we say the Shema, we gather in all of the sparks of light, the sparks of goodness, the sparks of compassion, the sparks of being nice to each other, the sparks of sharing with each other, the sparks of being good and kind and loving to the whole world and everyone in it. And we know when we pull those sparks inside of us that we can feel it inside and that there will be more light to spread into the world. So we cover our eyes and we say it together. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Vaed.
Well, I definitely feel I'm like a more loving person, but I still don't feel like we're gonna win this game. Is there anything else in the Rosh Hashanah service that can help us?
Definitely. We aren't at the end yet.
I know what could help. We need to hear the shofar blast. Alan, do you think you can help us with the shofar? So that we can hear 4 different sounds of the shofar. Maybe it'll wake us up. Maybe we're too sleepy to play basketball.
So while Alan's getting ready, you guys know Alan, he's been blowing the shofar at CRC for long, right when CRC started. And so we're going to tell you a little bit about the blast of the shofar. I know some of you guys know this. We're going to tell you, though, about each one, and then we're going to, with Alan, say the blessings, and then hear, it actually says the voice of the shofar in the blessing. Like the shofar has its own voice that's calling to us to do all the things that we learned about, tefillah and tzedakah and teshuvah. So, let's see. The first one I want to talk about is tekiah. Can you guys say tekiah? 1, 2, 3.
Tekiah!
That was good. It's one clear, long blast of the shofar. Then we have shevarim. Can you say shevarim? Shevarim. That's 3 short blasts. And that's followed by teruah. Teruah. 9 very short blasts.
And then there's my favorite, Tekiah Gedolah, the longest of them all.
Can we say it together?
Tekiah Gedolah.
I really, really hope this does the trick, but can maybe one of you remind me why we even blow the shofar in the first place?
That's
The
me?
blasts are, you want me to do it? The blasts, well, I can remind myself. The blasts are supposed to wake us up on the inside so that we do the work to be the best people we can be this year.
You know, it's a very Jewish thing to answer your own question. So that was well done, Rabbi Karen. That's right, though. It's like when you think about fairy tale stories, like a trumpet announcing royalty. The shofar's blast reminds us to wake up. Now, it's kind of funny because I'm assuming that almost all of us are actually awake, right? We woke up. It's past noon. It's actually getting towards the middle of the afternoon. So we're all woken up, but the idea is we can wake up even more. Wake up even more. Its thrilling sound is a call to action, a reminder. Pay attention to your life and to other people and to the whole world. The shofar's call is also an announcement that today celebrates what our tradition says is the creation of the world. Ever since we've been counting years in the Jewish tradition, 5782, 5,782 years ago. And our responsibility that we all have to take care of our planet that we share as a home. The shofar reminds us of a time long ago when we heard the shofar at Mount Sinai, that mountain where all the people gathered just like on Rosh Hashanah, right before we received the Torah. Rosh Hashanah is a day of hope. Do you guys feel hopeful? Just seeing you makes me feel hopeful. Yeah. We hope for good things in the year to come. And so I think we're ready, Alan, to say the blessings. You want to?
Shofar, would you?
Oh, well, you ask the congregation.
Shofar number 1. Shofar number 2.
Okay, hold on. Everyone cheer. You can cheer for which one you want. Shofar number 1. Shofar number 2.
Well, the shofar number 2 does have its fans. I will say that. But
At least one fan.
I know that shofar number, the other one you put down is a special shofar to you, Alan. I know that for sure. So let's do, Alan, do you want to lead in the blessings, the 2 blessings, the mitzvah blessing,
Right here.
and then the Shechianu blessing?
Hold on. Do you need it?
Not really, but
Okay.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lishmoa kol shofar.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
Amen. You know, I think it'd be nice if you want to stand up. Kind of feels like a more powerful moment when we're all standing together. What do you think? So remember the calls. The first call is a tekiah, one long clear blast that reminds us to pray, to say words that are meaningful and loving. So why don't we give Alan the call? 1, 2, 3, tekiah. And then we have a shevarim, a set of 3 short blasts, which reminds us to say we're sorry and to try not to make the same mistakes this year that we made last year. So let's all together say shevarim. 1, 2, 3, shevarim. Right. Now we have the teruah. Teruah is a row of 9 very short blasts, which reminds us to share. When we share, the one becomes many, and there is enough for everyone. Let's say 1, 2, 3, True. All right. Now, of course, we have the Tekiah Gedolah. We'll hear this today at Rosh Hashanah, and the only other time we'll hear a Tekiah Gedolah this year is at the end of Yom Kippur. Wait a minute. Yeah. The end of Yom Kippur, 10 days from now, when all those two holidays are all over, we make sure that we leap out into the new year with the Tekiah Gedolah. But this is the Tekiah Gedolah of Rosh Hashanah. See, there's shofars everywhere, you guys. Man. So this means the great Tekiah, one very long blast. It comes at the end of a series of shofar calls. It reminds us if we do the right things, we have a chance to make this a really good year. So let's all take a deep breath. Alan's going to take a really deep breath, the rabbis and Mora Maxine, and we're going to yell out the call for Tekiah Gedolah. Ready? Tekiah Gedolah. You guys in Hebrew school know what we say when someone's done something really great. We tell them Yasher Koach, right? Can we all try that? 1, 2, 3. Yasher Koach. Thank you. You guys can have a seat.
Rabbi Randy, I think it worked. I can feel it.
I can feel it too. This shofar, it woke us up. I think we can do this.
We definitely can. We just needed a little help believing in ourselves.
Yes, and the shofar helped remind us of all of that. We had what we needed inside of us all along.
Well, we better end this service before the big
Well,
game.
here, let's all take a shot.
Oh, let's see if we
Because
can make it.
we were missing all those baskets, but
I'm
look
gonna
what's
jump.
happened. Go for it, Karen. Oh, man. You guys, in the old days, they used to have what they called a hook shot. So, I'm going to go with the hook shot. This is for Wes Unseld.
I took a shot.
Okay. Wait, hold on.
Hey, so we end our service with a prayer for peace.
We're going to do 2 prayers for peace.
We're going to do 2 prayers for
Because, you know
peace.
what? We need as much shalom as possible. I know it's this year, these last couple of years, we haven't been able to come together. So we want to make sure more and more and more this year we have shalom. So we're going to do 2 prayers for peace. One goes like this. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. In my soul, I've got peace like a river. I got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. How about joy? I'm feeling lots of joy. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. So much joy. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain. I got joy like a fountain in my soul. How strong are we, you guys? Let's see. I've got strength like a mountain. I've got strength like a mountain. I've got strength like a mountain in my soul. We're so strong together. I've got strength like a mountain. I've got strength like a mountain. I've got strength like a mountain in my soul. Hope. I've got hope like a rainbow. I've got hope
like a rainbow. I've got hope like a rainbow in my soul. Yes, I've got hope like a rainbow. I've got hope, hope like a rainbow. I've got hope like a rainbow in my soul.
And maybe the most important, love. I've got love like an ocean.
I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean in my soul.
Lots and lots and lots of love.
I've got love like an ocean. I've got love, love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean in my soul.
Peace like a river, everybody.
I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul.
Shalom.
I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul.
So before we end, we have two more very special Rosh Hashanah songs to sing, but I want to invite up a couple special people. I want to invite up Essie, who is the head of our religious school, and yay, Essie! And I want to invite up Charlene, who has become our interim nest director. That's what I'm looking for. The interim director of the nest, and hopefully will stay on for a long time. And we're grateful to have both of them at CRC. So, Daniel, ready?
Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongues. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongues. Baruch, Baruch, atah Adonai, Eloheinu, melech ha'olam, asher kitshanu, b'mitzvotav etzivanu, la'asok b'divrei Torah, la'asok b'divrei Torah. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongues. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongues. One more time. Baruch, Baruch, atah Adonai, Eloheinu, melech ha'olam, asher kitshanu, b'mitzvotav etzivanu, la'asok b'divrei Torah, la'asok b'divrei Torah. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, as honey on our tongues. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. So we have one more song for you all to be the shofars. Will you help us be the shofars? Okay, so this is another repeat after me song.
This is another repeat after me song.
No, we haven't started yet, Rabbi Randy.
Sorry.
Oh, seriously? Are you really this immature, Rabbi Randy? Really? Really, 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 really?
Call me out.
Okay, the first part we sing together, though. I'd like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I'd like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. Try that. I'd like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. Like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. Okay, now here's the repeat after me. Tekiah. I'd like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I'd like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. Shavarim. Tekiah. I'd like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I'd like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. True true Shavarim. Tekiah. I'd like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I'd like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. Tekiah. Shavarim. True. Okay, here's the long one. Take a deep breath in. Tekiah Gedolah, everyone! I'd like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I'd like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. One more time. I'd like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I'd like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. Woo! Shana Tova. A happy, a sweet, a healthy New Year for all of us.
So before we end, we're going to send everyone away with a blessing, as we always do. And after the blessing, there are apples and honey for everyone on this table. So feel free to grab an apple and a honey stick. Oh, yeah. Can we go get one?
They're over there.
Okay.
So we're gonna. This is the penultimate blessing. That's a really good word, meaning the second to last. Because the apples, there's a special blessing before we eat apples, and it sounds like the blessing for juice on Shabbat, where we say Borei Pri Hagafen, because that's the fruit of the vine. But an apple grows on tree, so it's a Borei Pri Ha'etz. And it just reminds me of, not only are we in this wonderful tent outside of CRC, but right there is our mitzvah farm. Any adults here volunteer in our mitzvah farm? We grow lots and lots of food, even through the whole pandemic. Lots and lots of food, and all of it goes to feed people in our neighborhood who are hungry for lots of different reasons. There's a church across the street that we're really good friends with, and they give all of our produce out to people who need it. So we count our blessings, and I hope everyone has a chance to get a honey stick and an apple to remind yourselves to that it should be a sweet start and a fruitful start to the new year. So the blessing, you guys with me? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri ha'etz. For the fruit of the tree.
Blessings?
Blessing.
for the wood that is piled on Isaac's back.
So we always send each other away with blessings. So if you're with someone in your pod, you can put your arms around
Stand
each
up,
other
everyone, stand up.
and stand up, and we're all in a pod together up here.
All right.
Okay.
Everybody ready for our blessing? Great to see you. Shana Tova. And here we go. May God bless you and keep you always.
And may we take some of the light and the warmth we felt from being together finally and put it out into our world this year.
And in this new year, this happy birthday for the world of 5782, may there be more peace. Peace in our lives, peace in our families, peace in the city, and peace in the whole world for everyone, because I know all of you are going to be people who go out and make the world a better, safer, more wonderful place. Shana Tova.
Shana Tova, everybody. Love you. Mwah.
Okay, so here's my thought. That's really
Let me put this down.
I'll put my mask on. How are you? What grade are you in? 6? That's crazy talk.
Ivdu et Hashem besimcha, Ivdu et Hashem besimcha, Bo lefanav birnana, lefanav birnana. Ivdu et Hashem besimcha, Ivdu et Hashem besimcha, Bo lefanav birnana, lefanav birnana. Yalalai, yalalai, yalalai. Ivdu et Hashem besimcha, Ivdu et Hashem besimcha, Bo lefanav birnana, lefanav birnana. Yalalai, 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 yalalai. David Melech, Melech Yisrael. David Melech, Melech Yisrael. David Melech, Melech Yisrael. Melech Yisrael. Chai v'kayam, O Siman, Siman Tov. Mazal, Mazal, Mazal Tov. Yahelanu lecho Yisrael. Amen. David Melech, Melech Yisrael. David Melech, Melech Yisrael. David Melech, Melech Yisrael, Melech Yisrael. Chai v'kayam, O Siman, Siman Tov. Mazal,